Hello, and welcome back to my senior project. Today, we're going to be doing Italian Day, which mostly is pretty simplistic, except for dinner. Dinner will be an interesting recipe. But for breakfast, the traditional Italian breakfast can consist of bread, so I've taken some of the baguette that we had, some choice meats. For me, I picked ham because I don't have any other meat, and that's the meat we're going to use. And then some jam. Now I just have a jar of jelly. You can get jam really at any diner or anything pretty cheaply, or a store cheaply, or you could just grab it from a diner. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this bread. I'm actually just going to take 2 slices of it, and I'm going to stick it in the toaster oven. I'm going to warm it up just a bit so that it's not really toasted, but more of that it just gets a little bit warm. And then once I have it sort of warmed up, I'm actually going to then put some ham on top, some of the ham that I have, put that on top of it, sort of make it almost like an open-faced sandwich with just ham. I'll put a couple pieces on there. Also, the ham actually is good just to eat normally without putting it on the bread. That's usually you would find another type of meat. Unfortunately, with a college person's budget, ham, of course, is the cheapest kind of meat that you can buy, along with chicken and that sort of thing. But usually, the Italians would, for their prima colazione, I just butchered that. Get it? Meat. Typically, they would eat prosciutto, some type of salami, that sort of meat, at a little higher end, I guess, than ham. But for this, we're just going to stick with ham because that's what I have. So while this is warming up, we'll jam the bread. I don't know if that's what you call it. You do call it buttered bread. I don't know about jamming the bread. We're gonna jam out with the jam. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so just put a little bit on. It's sort of like a PBJ sandwich without the PB, so just the J, right? Oh, I forgot one of them. And yeah, that's basically all that there is. It's sort of a light breakfast, not too much to it. A little bit of protein right there, because protein's huge. And other than that, that's just about it. For lunch, we're going to be making some mac and cheese and or pizza. I'm going to figure out which one we can do. And then for dinner, I'm actually going to be making a Tuscan bean soup. That has a bunch of different beans that honestly I never really had heard of before this. And it looks pretty good. I'll put some bread on the side of that. I believe there's a tiny bit of cheese in it. But for breakfast, here's our jammed bread. And that toast in there sort of it's as warm as I want it to be. I don't want it to be toasted. So I can grab those 2 out. I personally don't like bread to be too toasted. I prefer it when it's a little bit softer than my brother, who actually prefers it to be completely burnt. So I'm then actually just going to take some of the ham. I'll just lay it across. Since ham actually has a lot of water in it, it's usually pretty wet, I'm going to try to fit it all on the bread just so that it doesn't drip down into my toaster oven. If you don't have a toaster oven, you can also just do this, well, if you have an oven, you can then do it in the oven. Or the toaster, or the microwave, I guess. Although, be careful when you put bread in a microwave because it can, sorry that you're wobbling a bit. Yeah, that's there you go. If you put bread in the toaster oven, it can get a little bit soggy, which is kind of gross. But I will toast this. It'll be about 30 seconds, so I'll let you watch it a bit. So there you go. Great. Okay, well I think that's pretty good. The ham's starting to get a little bit crispy on the top actually, which is nice. So I'm just going to grab the plate and then put them on. So then, oops, I'll lose the knife. So then there you have it. That's our Italian breakfast. Not too big of a deal. Nothing major. It's pretty simplistic, but it's a good start to the day. And there you go. So I will see you later for lunch. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see the recipe, I have the entire recipe down in the bottom in the description, along with the ingredients and everything that you have to do to prepare it. Also, follow my Instagram at college_eats101. I have pictures of all the food and what each of the meals actually is. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.